Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our English Learning Podcast. I'm Sophie, and as always, I'm here with my favorite co host, Jake.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Sophie. It's always good to be back. I'm really excited about today's topic because it's something every English learner asks about.
Yes, Jake. Every single day we get messages like, Huko, how can I improve my English? Or, what's the best way to learn every day? So today we're going to talk about a daily English learning plan, something simple, realistic, and full of motivation.
Exactly. And don't worry, friends, we're not going to make it boring or too serious. We'll talk just like friends do, sharing small ideas you can actually use.
Right, because learning English shouldn't feel like homework. It should feel like part of your life, like brushing your teeth or drinking your morning tea.
Ha ha ha, that's true. So, Sophie, let's start with this. When you were learning another language, did you have a daily plan?
Oh, yes. When I was learning Spanish, I made a small routine. Every morning before breakfast, I used to listen to a short Spanish podcast for 10 minutes. Then, in the afternoon, I practiced 5 new words, and before bed, I repeated them out loud. It sounds small, but over time, it made a big difference.
That's a great example. I think that's the secret, doing something small every day. Many learners try to study for 2 hours once a week, and then they get tired or forget. But if you just spend 15 to 20 minutes a day, you'll build a habit.
Exactly. It's all about habits, just like exercise. If you go to the gym once a week for 3 hours, it doesn't help much. But if you go 20 minutes every day, your body remembers. Your brain works the same way.
Yes. And I want to tell our listeners something important. You don't have to wait for the perfect time to study. Some people say, I'll start tomorrow, or I'm too busy today. But guess what? 5 minutes is better than 0 minutes.
That's such a good point, Jake. Sometimes learners feel guilty, like, oh no, I didn't study today. But you can learn anywhere. Even if you're walking, cooking, or waiting for a bus, just listen to English.
Totally. You can listen to podcasts, short videos, or songs in English. Try to repeat what you hear. I do this too when I learn new languages. It feels fun, like singing.
Haha, yes. And even if you don't understand every word, your brain is still learning the rhythm, the sound, the feeling of English. That's what fluency really means, being comfortable with the language.
Speaking of fluency, many learners ask, how long will it take me to be fluent? What do you say, Sophie?
I always say, fluency isn't a destination, it's a journey. You get a little better every day. You just have to keep walking, even when you feel slow.
Beautifully said. And it's so true. Some days you'll feel strong, and some days you'll feel tired. But learning English is like climbing a hill, and the view gets better the higher you go.
I love that image. Okay, let's make this episode practical. Imagine one of our listeners, let's call her Aisha. She wants to make a daily plan to learn English. How can she start?
All right, Aisha, listen up. Step one, start your morning with English. You don't need to study grammar books. Just start your day with English in your ears. Maybe listen to this podcast while brushing your teeth.
Yes. Or read one short motivational quote in English and say it out loud. It will give you a positive start.
Then, during the day, try to use English in small ways. For example, when you look at something, think about its English name. If you're eating an apple, say to yourself, this is an apple.
Or talk to yourself. I do that all the time. When I'm cooking, I say things like, now I'm cutting the onions, or I'm boiling the pasta. It feels silly at first, but it really helps.
I agree. Talking to yourself is one of the best secret tools for speaking practice. You don't need a partner. You can be your own partner.
And in the evening, before going to bed, review your day. Ask yourself, did I learn something new in English today? If yes, write it down in a notebook.
That's great advice. Keeping a small English diary helps you track your progress. Even writing one or two sentences like, today I learned a new word, or I listened to an English video is powerful.
Yes. And slowly, you'll start noticing improvement. Your brain loves routine. If you show up every day, your brain will help you remember more.
You know, Sophie, sometimes people say, I don't have time. But I think it's not about time. It's about priority.
Exactly. If something matters to you, you make time for it. Think about how much time we all spend scrolling on our phones. If you use just 10 of those minutes for English, you'd see a big change.
True. You can even turn your phone into a learning tool. Change the language setting to English. That way, every time you open it, you'll see English words.
Yes, that's a great trick. Also, follow English pages on social media so your feed becomes your classroom.
Ha ha ha, yes, your social media can be your teacher. That's the modern way of learning.
But let's not forget motivation. Some days, even if we have a plan, we don't feel like studying. What should learners do then?
That's a good question. I think on those days, we should go easy on ourselves. Maybe don't study. Just do something light, like listening to your favorite English song or watching a short, funny video in English.
That's right. The goal is not to be perfect every day. The goal is to stay connected with English every day.
Exactly. Learning a language is like watering a plant. You don't pour the whole bucket at once. You give it a little water every day.
Wow, I love that. That's such a beautiful image, Jake. And it's true, small drops of effort grow your English tree.
Ha ha, yes. And the more you care for it, the stronger it gets.
You know, another great thing about a daily plan is that it gives you confidence. When you do something every day, you start believing, yes, I can do this.
That's powerful. Confidence is the real key. You can know many words, but if you don't believe in yourself, you'll stay silent.
Exactly. And that's why we tell our listeners don't just study English, live it. Make it part of your daily life.
Yes, speak, listen, think, read. In English, even a little. Slowly, it becomes natural.
I remember one student told me, Sophie, I can't practice speaking because no one around me speaks English. I told her, that's okay. You can still speak to yourself.
Right. Record your voice, listen to it, and see how you sound. You'll notice your progress.
And don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. Every native speaker makes mistakes too.
True, even we make grammar mistakes sometimes when we talk fast. But the point is communication, not perfection.
Yes, that's what learning every day means. Improving step by step, not being perfect in one day.
So let's summarize this as a feeling, not a list. Imagine you wake up, you hear English, you speak a little, you think in English, and before bed you write one line. That's a perfect English day.
I love that. And you know what? When you do this every day, your brain starts to think in English naturally. You won't need to translate from your language anymore.
That's when you know you're becoming fluent. When English feels natural, not hard.
Exactly. So, to all our listeners, please don't give up if progress feels slow. Remember, even one new word a day means 365 words in a year.
Wow, that's right. Imagine 365 new words. That's like a whole new world of understanding.
And those small steps will make you confident, not just in English, but in life. Because learning a language teaches patience, focus, and discipline.
True, it also connects you with new people. You start understanding new cultures, new ways of thinking.
Yes, English isn't just grammar, it's connection. It helps you share your ideas with the world.
You know, Sophie, when learners build a daily routine, they also build trust in themselves. Every day they say, I showed up. That's powerful.
Absolutely. Every small step matters. Even listening to this podcast right now, this is part of your English routine.
Haha, yes, you're learning while relaxing. How cool is that?
Very cool. And now I want to challenge our listeners. Try to make your own daily English plan. Write in the comments how you will learn English every day.
That's a great idea. It can be something simple like, I will listen to one English video every morning, or I will learn 3 new words daily.
And if you miss a day, don't worry. Just start again the next day. The important thing is, don't stop.
Yes, learning English is not a race, it's a journey. Everyone moves at their own speed,
And we'll be here to guide you, motivate you, and practice with you.
always. That's why we love doing this podcast, because we're not just teaching English, we're building confidence.
Exactly. You can learn English, you just have to believe that you can.
And when you believe, you start doing. When you start doing, you start growing.
That's the magic formula. Believe, do, and grow.
Haha, we should make that our new motto.
Yes, we should. So, friends, make English part of your daily life. Listen, speak, think, and write, even if it's small. One day you'll look back and say, wow, I did it.
And we'll be right here cheering for you.
Thank you for joining us today, everyone. Remember, it's not about studying hard, it's about staying consistent. Bye for now and happy learning. See you in the next episode.